Self-esteem is incredibly important because your personal self-esteem, and the reason I'm saying your personal self-esteem is because lots of guys, lots of people in general, base their self-esteem on others people's projections or perceptions. Now, when you do that, you're building yourself a fake confidence, a front, because to you it should matter what you feel about yourself, not how other people perceive you. How other people feel about you is their own specific issue. You shouldn't care about how other people feel about you. You should care about how you feel about yourself, because at the end of the day, we are all dying and you are alone in this world and you only have yourself. Welcome to the channel. You're on European Social Dynamics, and it's a pleasure for me to be your host today, to be a mentor for you today. I'm going to teach you exactly how to raise your self-esteem and what you can do to improve it. And if you don't know me, I've been coaching men such as yourself that are struggling in life, in dating, self-development, or simply financial freedom. I can teach you exactly what I did, what I know. I cannot offer you more than I am, so understand that. That being said, we recently launched our website. It's EuropeanSocialDynamics.com, where you can get access to coaching in person or online with me, and also you get access to our online course, which is Unleash Your Potential, a course about managing and processing your emotions. And I threw some gifts over there and some extra stuff that you didn't even expect, and you will bet you, because I wanted you to receive more than you expect, actually. So thank you so much for that. And let's proceed with the video. When we're talking about self-esteem, the problem is we don't even know, like we don't allow that voice, that negative voice, to actually tell us exactly what it has to tell. So basically, we're going through life, we kind of hear it once in a while and we're just running away from it. But nobody actually wants to hear it and to just become a good listener. So become a good listener that has no, like, detach yourself from those emotions. Don't take it personal. Just look at it as a different person talking to you, and just look objectively at what this voice is saying. Raise the volume, allow the voice to speak to you. Now, get a piece of paper in front of you and write down exactly what the voice is telling you. So you most probably are going to hear something like, you're such a failure. I mean, look at a lot of men can do approach, you can't do that, you don't have any money, you still live with your mom, or God knows what he's telling you. But that is the voice of your insecurities. Okay, these things most probably happened, or is just the perception of society, but just put them down on a paper for you to clearly see them. Now, obviously, you gotta ask yourself, what exactly did every single thing you wrote down on that paper start? Who exactly is responsible for it? And what exactly caused it? And the number one key you want to get from this video, people always stay at the effect. When you stay at the effect, you will always be a victim. Oh, my mother didn't love me. Oh, okay, so the effect is my mother did not love me. Okay, but you need to go at the cause. What exactly did cause my mother to not love me? Is it about her? Is it about me? What exactly happened? So you need to address these things, because it's not normal that your voice is sabotaging you every single day and it's making you hurt yourself and bring you down. Because remember, at the end of the day, if you want to take an action and you're not taking it, that is the most terrible thing you can do. It's a lot of self-hate you're throwing at yourself, because obviously the need to do something, the wish to actually take some action, that is your truth. That is empowering you. That's what's going to give you power. And so obviously, if you do respect the feeling that you need to do something, well, if you do respect that feeling, you go on with it and you achieve what you wanted to do, you will feel a lot of power and success. You will be raising your self-esteem. So as a conclusion, self-esteem comes from what your perception is about yourself. So on a piece of paper, try to identify, what do you think about yourself? Yeah. And as soon as you've done that, ask yourself, what exactly does this come from? Is it your inner voice, or is it the voice of society? Do you tend to compare yourself? Do you tend to be competitive? Who are you running against? Who are you comparing yourself to? Does it even make sense? So I had a customer that told me, you know, my friend's opinions matter a lot for me. So he got to ask himself, why? Are you living with those friends? Why do you care about your friend's opinion? Are they in a position that you want to be in life? Because if not, why the fuck would you give 2 pennies on their opinion? Most often you will see, if not all the time, you care about people's opinion But when you look at their position, it's a position where you don't want to be. Like, for example, let's talk about jobs. So for example, right now you're a chef. You're very good, you're a high-ranked chef, you're doing your meat all the day, you know how to cook. Your whole life is staying in the kitchen, going to the restaurant, getting those Michelin stars. Now, how the fuck can you talk about approaching women and your perception on approaching women and what's easy, what's hard? How the fuck can you even mention this when your whole life was staying in the kitchen? So ask yourself, why would I care about the opinion of a chef when it comes in particular to seduction? As well as why he would care if I'm gonna say that, the fish should be cooked like blah, blah, blah. I don't know about that because I am always on the streets hooking up with women. Yeah, so I'm not a chef. I cannot talk about that. So what do you understand here? You should always look at the person's position, the person that is judging you. What position is that person in? What is the domain or the business or the job that he has? Is that person where you want it to be? Because if not, why the fuck would you care about his opinion or her opinion? Now, the next question to raise your self-esteem, it's a very difficult one. You need to ask yourself, am I really happy or am I just trying to blend in with life or society? Do I love my life? Do I feel connected to me and my life and my emotions? Or I am simply trying to exist and tolerating my existence? Well, it is very sad, but a lot of people actually relate to the second one, just tolerating their life and their existence. And why does this happen? Because they care about people's opinions. They care about society's opinions. They care about their parents' goals and objectives. So because you're so disconnected from yourself, obviously you don't care about your own perceptions, your own objectives. You can't even remember when is the last time you laughed, you loved, you fucked like an animal and you enjoyed it, or whatever gives the fire in your eyes, brings that fire of passion. You are so disconnected from yourself and you allowed this. You allowed out that disconnection. And because you're so disconnected to yourself, you're obviously so connected to the outside resources such as people, perceptions, projections. And so what we tend to do when we are so disconnected, so basically our internal world is so fucked up that we go outside and we're trying to adjust the external in hopes that it will remedy the internal. And it's exactly the opposite. Everything starts in here because the resources you are looking for right now, you want to feel confident, you want to feel powerful, you want to feel in a state of peace maybe, you want to feel connected, you want to feel emotions, you want to feel enthusiastic, like you're enjoying life, you're passionate about it. Well, all these resources, guess what, are inside yourself. You cannot go to a shop and tell the woman, can I have 1 kilogram of confidence, please? Today I feel like I need to be confident. No, it doesn't work like that. All your resources are inside yourself. And as soon as you unlock those, you will have the outcome in your life that you desire. This is the reason why I always tell people, don't come to approach women on the street if you're not doing your inner work before. A lot of my customers, they come on the field, they want to have a boot camp, they want to approach women, but the problem is their emotions. So why would you come and approach women on the street and then you look at me and you're like, yeah, well, I'm a bit scared, I'm a bit anxious. Well, these are the things that you need to address first, so that when you come on the field, you're like, I just want some feedback to understand, like, is my distance okay? Is my tonality okay? What is the vibe or energy you're getting from me? How do you feel? How did that girl reacted? What is normal for me to do? How to walk? Should I stop her by putting myself in front of her, or should I walk sideways to her? These are the questions you want to address in coaching. You don't want to come to coaching and you're like, I'm afraid she's going to reject me, or I'm a bit scared. Because yes, obviously a mentor can push you. You can take action. You can approach easily because he's over there. You feel that you have been given permission. He will obviously push you, he will motivate you. But when you leave him, you will come back to UK or to Spain or to Germany or to Netherlands or to Sweden or wherever you're from. And guess what? You will find yourself once again being alone. The friend or the mentor is not there and you can't do it. Because the issue is what you usually feel every single day when you're by yourself. That's what you need to correct. And that's where you need to trust more yourself that you can actually do it. And when you corrected that, then it does make sense to go on the field, because at least you know what's running inside of you. That leads me to the next question, and the last one. To actually grow your self-esteem is you need to ask yourself, what do you love about yourself? And as soon as you determine on a piece of paper what that is, ask yourself why. So what do you love about yourself, and why do you specifically love that? These questions are meant to show you that you don't know how to communicate with yourself. And if you do discover a way to talk to yourself, then it will be easy for you to see how that puzzle began in your life and how you connected the pieces. And so these are the things that you can do to raise your self-esteem. Other than this, if you look on YouTube, a lot of people will simply address superficial facts. For example, a lot of people will tell you, oh, just dress better. Yeah, of course, it's going to raise your self-esteem if you dress better, but it's going to be a superficial, temporary thing. Because when you look into the mirror, you're going to be like, oh, this jacket actually suits me. Yeah, the jacket. But how do you feel about yourself? What is your self-esteem regarding yourself? Your self-esteem has been raised right now because you put a jacket, but once you leave it once again in the drawer, you're going to feel fucked. You're going to feel the same emotions you feel every single day. You look at people like Andrew Tate that will tell you, I'll go to the gym, bam, bam, bam. Once again, you're doing a temporary thing. Yes, you develop your body and whatnot, but once again, you're adjusting the external, which, yes, will raise your self-esteem. You will have a better opinion about yourself because it's about you're taking that specific action, you're showing discipline, you're developing yourself. But once again, your self-esteem will be attached to this specific action of going to the gym. And, you know, it's once again a superficial thing. It's a temporary thing because after all you've done, you're once again coming to who exactly are you and what do you feel every day. So what I do agree with what Andrew Tate is saying, that you're developing discipline and you know what, it's obviously, it's a good idea. But once again, it's not going to solve the permanent issue. The deeper issue, so to speak. It's not going to address that. And there's another thing when we're talking about manifesting things, yeah, and creating a new reality, because we live on a different reality right now. Every single one of us, we're on this time lapse, and everyone is in a specific point, but we have a parallel universe based on quantum physics, and you already know that shit. So basically, what we're saying in manifesting is like create a life and just be that version. But once again, you're constructing something. You're constructing a story. Yes, you will feel the beautiful things that you feel in that newer version that you see in your mind. See, feel, act, be it. You will be that. No worries. But once again, you're running from your reality right now, which even that is subjective, I understand. But however, once again, you're adjusting the external thing. So as you can see, it all comes down to going within yourself right now, to understand what happened. And this is the reason why you need coaching and mentoring, because in those meditations, somebody has to address to you the correct questions to see and to help you unlock that puzzle of yours, because you're puzzling everything right now, okay? Because at the end of the day, you got to reach that state of forgiveness, of moving on and just letting go. And I want to remember you something. When you decide to forgive something or someone, it doesn't necessarily mean that you approve that behavior or what they did to you or what happened. No, you just let go for you to have an easier life. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like this video because that's how YouTube works. Leave me a commentary, because if you don't comment, we cannot connect. I don't know who you are, and I would very much love to know my audience and the people that are following me, what they appreciate in life, what they like about this channel, what ideas do they have, what topics they want me to talk about. Also remember to visit EuropeanSocialDynamics.com. We have an online course for you right now based on processing emotions and understanding about yourself. It will help you tremendously. It will be a bonfire to you, a starting point to get what you want in life. And remember the urgency behind, because life is very short, and you experience the truth about this when you're actually living to your full potential, or when you're going on a travel in your new country. You have all these beautiful emotions. Time passes very fast. Of course, when you're at work, you're bored as fuck. You will feel that everything is like time is not passing. So thank you so much for watching. See you next time.